Hello everyone and welcome to the channel.
We all love putting our chef Ebbers under a little bit of pressure, so we thought we'd broaden our horizons and travel the world and alphabet in global dishes.
Ebbers, in front of you is a spinny wheel of all the countries beginning with the letter A.
So, we're going to ask you to spin the wheel.
Interestingly, there's a whole bunch of countries on here I don't think we've ever cooked from.
Pass the spin again. Aruba.
Aruba!
So to be honest, I know nothing about the country, but knowing roughly where it is, perhaps some of the influences, but that's it.
So, on social media, we're going to put out a whole load of stuff on Twitter, Instagram. What dish should these guys attempt? We're going to get loads of help, suggestions, give them a bunch of ingredients, and then they're going to have to figure out the dish and make it in the studio, and we're going to see how they get on. Okay, it's been a week and we've collated all of your thoughts, tips, community suggestions and a load of research that we've done as well. And we can reveal that the community have decided for you, Ben, to cook the following dish.
Keshiana.
That means nothing to us.
So here's the description. Curacao cheese casserole.
Casserole, that's one word. Cheese, I got that one. Yep.
Traditionally served with white rice and cibollo tempura. It's an Aruban chili and garlic pickled red onion salad. That's just what it's served with.
Cheese casserole with rice and a salsa.
For those of you at home, this is what the dish looks like. We have provided all of the ingredients that you need. You will need to select one of the proteins. Your first tip is that keshiana gets much of its taste from its Caribbean-inspired spicy filling. Step 1, make the filling.
Spicy. Spicy.
Thanks for your help, Jay.
Spice.
Well, there's some things that are jumping out at us that we do know.
Onion, pepper, celery.
Holy Trinity.
Yes.
Let's do that first. Hang on, cheese casserole, we don't know what that is yet, but you have asked us to make a filling. A casserole doesn't have a filling, a casserole just is a thing.
Everything we say is a clue.
A bit of oil, and then we'll get our Holy Trinity into the pan to sweat down. Oil or butter? French influence from Creole would say probably butter. That's kind of what we learned from the cooking in Louisiana, a lot of butter.
We're not in Louisiana though.
No, but similar influences based on history. We've got to pick a protein. Chicken or tuna?
Tinned tuna doesn't feel like it's going to do whatever this dish is justice.
I think I agree. Shredded cooked chicken. We'll get some garlic in there, some bay leaves.
So your next tip, think big, bold flavours. All the flavours, in fact.
All the flavours.
Right up your street.
This is my strong point.
So the clue, all the flavour, it reminds me of the Filipino dish, which had Spanish influence of dried fruit and olives. We've got the Dutch influence of Edam. Holy Trinity, which is very much the kind of Creole Cajun root, and some chili and garlic. And I imagine it's pretty warm.
Keshiana is a Curacaoan and Aruban dish. It was born on the island of Curacao in the time of slavery in the 17th and 18th century. Curacao is a neighbouring Dutch Caribbean island and, along with Aruba, the Netherlands and St Martin, make up the Kingdom of the Netherlands. So historically, Dutch plantation owners loved their cheeses, Edams, Goudas, etc., and would eat wheels of it. As the cheese wheel would get eaten and its cheesy supply depleted, the Dutch owners wouldn't even bother with the harder, almost waxy rinds on the outside of the wheel. Instead, they would offer these table scraps to the enslaved communities.
So they would eat the good bits and leave the harder outer bit underneath the wax to everybody else.
Now, the genius enslaved workers would then peel off the wax, soak the hardened rinds in water to soften, create a filling made from other leftover table scraps, chicken, vegetables, other flavours, etc., and then steam everything together in a bain-marie to create an entirely new, reinvented dish. So the modern interpretation of this dish also can be baked.
You cook it in the wax?
The wax will melt, Ebbers.
Yes, but so does cheese, Jay, which is why I'm equally confused.
We've provided you with everything you need to cook this dish.
Let's finish our filling while we ponder, Jay.
We haven't added any all-purpose seasoning.
Oh. Chicken's going in. Like some ketchup.
There we go, Ebbers.
Well, you've given it to us, so I'm guessing it needs to go in. A little bit of that, but I'm going to hold some of that back for our rice.
Well
I just
done.
want a little bit just to do that. There's a tin of tomatoes, so let's go with some of that. And they've also given us some piccalilli that I made years ago.
Right.
I'm guessing some pickle. Use whatever they had access to. The capers and our dried fruit. I've just had a thought.
Uh-oh.
With the eggs, based on different cuisines that have influenced that part of the world. Had we not have done chicken and gone tuna,
Yes.
can't remember the name of it, which is really bad, the salt cod dish that is thickened with eggs, like eggs and potato, that's a Portuguese thing.
Ebbers, I can confirm you are on the right track.
Step 2 is line a bowl, fill and cook for 30 to 40 minutes.
What are we lining the bowl with, Ebbers?
Something non-stick. What would they have used in Aruba?
Cheese.
This is the bowl we've been given,
Yeah.
which looks about half the size of a ball of Edam.
Yes. So what if we sliced and lined?
Here's another tip. Keshiana's direct papiamentu to English translation is stuffed cheese.
Interesting, because so many cuisines do cheese stuffed. Like they put cheese into things. They don't put things into cheese.
Maybe that's where we've been going wrong.
Slice it floppy enough to drape in like layers of phyllo pastry and baklava.
So then basically nothing can seep out because you've got layers of it. Right. We will then put the filling on top of the cheese, and then once it's cooked, however it cooks, we turn it out.
You turn it out.
We turn it out.
Like a suet pudding.
Yes.
If it had more Creole French influence, then I'd be thinking the egg is the cohesion. If you remember, we had that in our repertoire quite a lot. Egg coheres a sauce. But it has to be hot to do that and it becomes almost custardy. This, I think, is more going to mix in and cook out as it bakes in the oven, a bit like a tortilla, which you would do on a heat and flip, but that kind of principle, almost like an omelette or a frittata.
It's going to set the filling.
Yeah.
Well done, Ebbers. Bold. I love this approach.
What do you reckon? Do you want a fourth?
Yeah, maybe.
It's so
it's
hard
more
to-
filling than I thought. Go one more egg.
It's so hard to know because the eggs at the moment are liquid and it's making it runnier, whereas we want it to be stiffer.
But when it bakes,
Yeah,
it will expand.
cook and-
It will do the reverse of what the cheese will do. The cheese will go oozy, the egg will go coagulated. It's a bit like holding up to the sun in Aruba. I've got some more filling and some more cheese. We do a little one as well, just as a saving grace.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to have a slightly eggy top when we turn it out, but for a first attempt, I'm just going to see how we get on by putting it in the oven.
That's a cupboard.
Here, should we just cook this now? It's got the egg in it, like a frittata. That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah, see what happens. We've got loads left.
So you're going to make us a little red onion pickle. I'm going to do a little rice dish. I'm going to do a 2-to-1 on rice, cooking it in the stock with a good pinch of salt and When it's finished, we'll stir through some fresh herbs and season it.
What I love about this challenge is, historically, this is how dishes would have been passed down and reinterpreted through hearsay, through trying something and, oh, have you heard this thing? It's made in a cheese bowl and it's got this and that in it. And then actually, once you understand that logic, you're using your own skill base and your own knowledge to put together something that will work within those confines.
How have we been doing this for 12 years and never cooked something in a cheese bowl?
Yeah, but Jay, doing this for 12 years and I've lived for 30 odd, and
50.
I don't think until we spun it on the wheel I had any idea about Aruba, where it was, or what its influences were.
We justified the format.
He's learning!
As soon as that comes up to a gentle simmer, lid on so you don't lose the steam you've carefully weighed out, turn it down to low and let it do its thing for a while. Tell you what, Jay, that in a baguette.
Baguette, filling, cheese, blowtorch, sandwich. How do you want me to do this? You just want me to squeeze into there, a bit of sugar and then just leave it?
Red onion and lime juice we know will go vibrant pink. It draws out the colour. Then we can season it to taste with salt and sugar, chilli and garlic. And I imagine it's also quite fiery. Yeah. But the rice isn't. And the filling is, but the cheese isn't. So together, delicious.
Balance.
Right, rice is done, residual, cook that out. We'll stir through parsley just before we serve it. Your pickle's nearly done. Now it's just a waiting game to see if we're able to turn out our cheese thing. I also vouch, when we're happy that it's a nice golden colour, we're going to want to leave it in the bowl for a good half an hour before we turn it out. So it's warm still as a filling, but sets up a bit.
Moment of truth.
The little one had 15 minutes less than the biggie. I'm hoping it's just going to turn out. We'll release the vacuum. There we go. Vacuum gone.
Yes! You've
Dish
got
complete.
something.
It's held its shape. It's got some golden colour.
That is ridiculous.
We'll serve it with our chicken herby rice.
Oh, that's quite hot, isn't it? Hey, look!
Well done.
And now, like a good creme caramel, you just need to find the. It's done its own vacuum.
Ridiculous.
Kapow!
Did we do it?
I think we did it.
Did we do it?
Well, I don't know because I don't know what it's supposed to look like.
Did we do it? We made cheese domes.
It's a strong attempt, but do you want to see what you're trying to recreate?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's an Aruba? I even put the parsley on the top!
Well done.
Oh my.
And that
You could literally
is what it's supposed to look like.
take a slice of that. It's gone crispy in places, it's gone chewy in places, and that filling with the egg has cooked out and hold its form.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, wow.
Oh wow. There was a point where you got carried away and started chucking everything into it. Tomato, ketchup, stop.
But that's
it's
the
worked.
point.
Yeah.
Oh, blimey, your onion salad's hot, Jake.
I put 2 chilies.
Oh,
in
that
it.
is so spicy. That is all up in my tongue.
But pickled as well. The rice is sort of plain, absorbs all of this. It does make you think, what else can you put inside of cheese? What I found most amazing today is it is just a combination of lots of things we've learnt before and then done in a completely different way to something we'd never even imagined before, let alone done before, and somehow it worked out.
Brilliant. It's because it's literally a genius dish made by geniuses.
And boys, we're only on A.
I know.
That was Aruba. Should we spin again?
Should it be?
There's no spin again. Every sector is filled. Oh, could have had Ben in. It's Brunei. We're off to Brunei. Filling wise, I'm going to get rid of the bay leaves. They've done their job.
Whatever job that is. It's like Barry turning up for a day of work. He's here.
It's fair. I am here.
I thought you read your bits really well.
I didn't.